What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Happy Mother's Day. Big shout out to all the mamas out there. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you. I miss you. And I hope you do something nice with the money that I'm going to send you. I know she likes to watch the first little bit of my video, and then she thinks it's an alien language. So shout out to all the moms out there. Make sure to call your mama today. And if your mama's gone up to the heavens, then make sure to have a little chat with her. All right, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Currently, we're sitting at 34,960. We're down about 3.7 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 660 billion. 24-hour volume, 33.88 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to Crypto.com, sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app. Grab one of the incredible Visa cards, cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, $25. Just for signing up through my referral. So we're here on the 4-hour time frame. We came right down to in between 33.8 and 34.7, as I mentioned in my previous video. That is a strong level of support. You can see we bounced right here, we bounced here, and if we scroll all the way back, there was a lot of bounces from that level. See where all these wicks came down to? So I do think there's a good likelihood that we do see a bounce from this level. We absolutely melted through about 37.5K, so we could even push up for a retest of that level. That was a major level of support in my opinion. So if we do see a big push here, we could push all the way up to 37.5, hit resistance, roll over, and see continuation to the downside and come back down to the summer lows of 28 to 30,000. Now our indicators are quite low on the 4-hour chart. If we look at the daily chart as well, we are trending towards oversold, and that is usually when you see a bounce. A little bit of wick down here on the daily. The bulls are pushing up the price. So what we may see here for BTC is some consolidation, maybe create a double bottom, consolidate, and then see a push back to the upside. I do think that's the likely scenario. Of course, anything can happen. So if we do consolidate and we create a bear flag and we break lower, bear pennant, can measure a flagpole, take it to your point of breakout, and that will take you down to about 32,000. Now, if we pop over to our next chart, which is on the daily time frame, I talked about the fact that we got rejected by the 20 EMA and the 0.786, and that rejection will bring us down to the 1.272 at 35K, which is exactly what happened here. We almost came all the way down to the 1.414, which is coming in at about 33.8. Just quickly switch up these colors here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're working towards all your goals and aspirations. Hope you're hanging out with Mama today, or going to see her, or at least having a chat with her. So we've come all the way down to the 1.272. We are in a technical target to the downside of 33.5K. As I've been mentioning for quite a while now, when we're up here around 40,000, I did say a massive crash is coming to bring us down to the summer lows, and quite possibly all the way down to 22 to 24,000. So as of right now, we've come back to the 1.272. So we could definitely see a bounce back up to retest the previous level of support, get rejected, or come up and get rejected by the moving averages, roll over, and see that continuation down to the 1.618 at about 32.1K. And you have the 2 extension, which is coming in here at about 29.2K. I pulled the Fibonacci from this previous swing low up to our swing high, and the 2 extension lines up with the summer lows coming in at about 29,000. So we're going to pop over to our next chart. On the weekly time frame, we broke down from the bear flag, so we're in a technical target down to 27.1K. Today is Sunday, so we will have the weekly close, further confirming the bearish cross of the weekly moving averages. And as I've been mentioning, when we have the bearish cross of the weekly moving averages, it leads to continued sell-off. As you can see in the bear market of 2018, the bear market, let me quickly remove my squigglies here. Right around here is where we had the bearish cross. We saw continued sell-off. Of course, we can see bounces along the way down in the short term and definitely take some nice long trades. But if we do see that bounce up to 37.5K, I will definitely be looking to take some shorts, as I do think we could get rejected by that level. Best case scenario is we come for a retest of the weekly EMAs coming in about 42,000. We get rejected. We see that continuation to the downside. We have this massive head and shoulders pattern that takes you all the way down to 22,000, which lines up with the 200-week moving average, which is the exact level we've come down to in each and every bear market. I'm not going to get too into that just because I've covered it in previous videos. Now, if we do see a bounce here, we may be looking to come back for a retest of the 5-day Gaussian. If I pop it open, it lines up with 38.5K. As you can see, we broke down. Every time we've broken down from the Gaussian channel, it's led to future sell-off. So if we do bounce here, that's when we could come up to 38.5, get rejected, and see your continued sell-off. That will bring you down to the summer lows. Just going to quickly close the Gaussian here, put it back on the weekly, and quite possibly bring you down to the 200 EMA. Because each time we broke down from the 5-day Gaussian channel, we had the Corona dump, we broke down from the Gaussian, we came down to the 200-week moving average. We had the bear market of 2018, we broke down from the Gaussian right around here, we came down to the 200-week moving average. You can't quite see it, the 200-week doesn't pull all the way back on this chart here, but when we did break down from the Gaussian channel, once again, we came all the way down to the 200-week moving average. So if we're going to repeat what we've done in every single bear market and what we did when we broke down from the Gaussian when we had the Corona dump, then we can come all the way back down to 22K, 23K, which lines up with the 200-week moving average. I don't want to get too redundant because I have been mentioning this in most of my videos, but I know I have new viewers each and every day who want to see the bigger picture. Of course, it's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a young guy from Canada giving his analysis. But the fact that we're about to have the weekly close confirming the bearish cross is a signal of further downside. But we could definitely see a short-term bounce in my opinion. Just going to quickly remove all my squigglies here. So if we do start to see a bounce, I'll give you some levels of resistance. You can see where we saw some consolidation right here. This will act as resistance for BTC at about 35.8K on the 4-hour time frame. And then your next level of resistance, in my opinion, is all the way up at 37.4. Support here, a ton of support in this area. If you scroll back, you're going to see some resistance here, and you'll see more support if you scroll back further for BTC. We met the technical target from the falling wedge pattern. If you measure the body, you take it to your point of breakout, you can see we basically almost made it all the way down to the technical target. So if you see us start to push up, we see a little bit of a V-shaped recovery. Do watch for resistance at 35.8. We may come back down to create a double bottom, and we could see a breakout back up to 37.5K. Now, if we simply consolidate here and we lose 33.8K, just going to quickly pop over to this next chart. I would target the 1.618. I'll give it a price target quickly here, which is currently coming in at about 32.2K. You can see there was quite a bit of support in that area, support here as well. And then your next major level is basically 29K, which are the summer lows, in my opinion. I do think we could see a short-term bounce, but of course I will give you the downside targets if we simply consolidate and continue to sell off. But as you can see here on the daily, price is falling while money is flowing back in, can be an early indication of a move back to the upside. As you can see right here, let me give you an example. Price was falling. Let me open this up. You see this double bottom here. You can see right here, price is falling while money is flowing back in. It led to a huge breakout. Here's another example. Price is falling, money is flowing back in, and then you saw a breakout back to the upside. So once again, price is falling, money is flowing back in, can be an early indicator of a push back to the upside. Not always, of course. All your indicators are about 75-80% accurate, but we have come down to the 1.272 extension, so we may see a bounce to retest 37.5K. If we consolidate, we continue to come down, target 32.2 and 29.7K for BTC. I think that's basically it for this one. Quick drink of juice here. Delicious, freshly squeezed lemonade. You can join the Discord. We have over 1,900 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And I have my trade signals, my exact entries, exits, take profits, and stop losses coming in at the $10 membership, as well as we have buy and take profit zones if you want to start dollar cost averaging into your positions. The live dollar cost average trades on the channel, very simple method of trading, fully explained in the Discord, and then 1,900 members talking all things crypto. If you want to trade with me, make sure to sign up to Bybit, $4,100 for a limited time, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.